Hello and welcome to my CELPIP Listening Masterclass. Listening is sometimes referred to as the Cinderella of skills. This is because students don't give it the attention that it deserves, and it's always considered to be less important than its older sister, speaking. For this reason, many students are under the impression that they don't need any classes or training to develop their listening skill. Most of these people will cite 3 reasons for why they think a listening class is unnecessary. You see, listening is the first skill that a child develops. It comes naturally, it's effortless, and it's pretty evident that most kids will learn to comprehend before they learn to speak. And unlike skills like writing and reading, where you have to have some kind of formal training in order to learn them, listening is a skill that children pick up very naturally. Which is why many students think that they can pick up listening just as naturally as they did in their mother tongue. But this is really not the case, because listening in a second language as an adult requires somewhat different skills and a bit more awareness as to why you may have problems in listening and how to address those problems. The second reason is that listening is a skill that's developed through exposure. There is a direct correlation between the amount of time you spend listening to English and how good your listening skill is. So to many, the learning process is very straightforward. Do more listening practice, and through that, improve your listening comprehension altogether. And beyond this straightforward piece of advice, many will say there's not really much more you can do. But again, that's a false belief, because there are a lot of guided exercises that can draw your attention to, say, sound distinctions, or how the speaker's tone can have an effect on the meaning being communicated. So while extensive listening is a very effective approach, it's not enough to allow you to improve your listening skill in a meaningful way. The third reason why some people will say, who needs a listening course anyway, is because listening is a receptive skill. Listening and reading are receptive skills, meaning the processing of language mainly takes place in the learner's mind. With productive skills, such as speaking and writing, the teacher can exert some level of control over the student's output. I can take a look at your sample writing and ask you to write in a different way, structure your ideas differently, organize and sequence them in a different way. Or, for example, for your speaking, I can tell you to begin your response in a certain way and to employ language boosters that will impress the examiner. A lot of these things are not possible in the case of receptive skills. Why? Because the teacher doesn't have direct access to what is happening in the learner's mind. But again, this is not true, because when you're taking a test, there are decisions that you need to make. Should I take notes? How much notes should I take? What part of the information delivered through the listening task should I be focusing on? And knowing how to answer these questions can sometimes make the difference between success and failure. But the question still remains, is listening a difficult task, and do I need some kind of training for it? Let's use statistics to answer that question. Let's review some statistics from the CELPIP test. These statistics were published by Paragon Research Reports. As you can see, reading seems to be the most difficult skill because it has the lowest average score among the 4 skills. The highest average score, on the other hand, is achieved in listening, which implies that listening is the easiest skill. But if we look at the standard deviation score, the story becomes a little different. This score shows how much variation there was in students' performance. For example, did most of the students get a score close to the average, or were there a lot of high scores and low scores in there? As you can see, listening has the second highest standard deviation score among the 4 skills. This means that not all participants are performing at the same level when it comes to listening. Some students are really finding it easy and are getting really high scores, and other students are getting scores lower than what they were hoping for. So, what conclusion can we draw from all of this? These statistics show that while listening is not a difficult skill, it can still pose a problem if you're not prepared. Many candidates, especially those who have been living in an English-speaking country for a long time, will find listening to be a straightforward skill that is easy to develop. This is why a considerable number of the same participants will leave the exam surprised that the listening was more challenging than what they thought it would be. So my advice to you is to play it safe. Even if you feel confident in listening, make sure you appear on the test day fully prepared, making sure you don't get caught off guard by any surprises. In this CELPIP Listening Masterclass, I'm going to be telling you everything you need to prepare for the CELPIP listening test. I'll begin by breaking down the listening skill into its components, explaining to you exactly which of these components might be causing you trouble on your test day. I'll also be sharing a list of activities and tasks that you can do in order to improve your ability in each of these components. Finally, just like other parts of the test, we'll examine the strategies and techniques that you should use to approach each of the different tasks in the listening test. I'll help you answer questions like, do I even need to take notes? How much notes should I take? What parts of the listening should I focus on? What kinds of questions can I expect from each part of the test? Questions like this and more will be answered to help you play your cards right. I'll also be sharing some additional sample tests that you can use alongside the official test papers by Paragon. If you enjoy this content, please like and subscribe and consider becoming a member of the channel. Members of this channel have access to the complete catalog of lessons, practice materials, walkthroughs, and more. Our channel members have been achieving phenomenal results. You can see it for yourself by browsing the comments or checking out our Instagram page. And if you found value in this content, please consider sharing the link with your friends and letting them know about the channel. Take a moment to browse the playlists on my channel homepage to see how I can help you prepare for all CELPIP skills and appear on your test with confidence. And without further ado, let's begin with the first lesson of our CELPIP Listening Masterclass.